Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is May 1st, and our reading is Right Speech. And what, monks, is right speech? Abstinence from false speech, abstinence from malicious speech, abstinence from idle chatter. This is called right speech. And that's from the Samyutta Nikaya, 45, verse 8. The Buddha went on to describe 4 kinds of righteous verbal conduct. It is when people abstain from false speech. If they know something, they say so. If they don't know something, they say they don't know. They don't speak falsehoods for their own ends, for another's ends, or for some trifling worldly end. They abstain from malicious speech and gossip designed to divide people against one another. They reunite those who are divided. They abstain from harsh speech, being agreeable. They refrain from idle chatter, speaking instead of the Dhamma and the discipline. And that's from the Majjhima Nikaya, 41, verse 13. Or, as our mother said, if we can't say something nice, we shouldn't say anything at all. We should be careful of our speech, but be clear that free speech is essential to a civil society. If people cannot express their opinions, the situation is dangerous indeed. Well, first things first. Welcome to May, and May 1st is another family birthday. I'm not going to embarrass you by outing you on the podcast, but you know who you are, and we are just so delighted to have you in our life, and we wish you the best of luck as you prepare for the next big step in your own life. And we love you to bits and wish you many happy returns. Happy birthday also to a couple of other folks who you know who you are, and we're glad to have you in our lives as well. And now back to right speech. Right speech is the first part of Sila, or ethical conduct path within the Eightfold Path, and that will be our theme for May. And right action will be our theme for June, and we'll get into them as we go along. So the Buddha taught that right speech was the cornerstone of our ethical conduct and our relationship with other people. And he mentioned in particular, 4 types of righteous verbal conduct. First, refraining from false speech. Say what you mean what you say. If you don't know, say you don't know. If you know, go ahead and say what it is. So I guess that leaves politicians and journalists out in the rain. The second part was refrain from malicious speech or gossip. Maybe kind of like the previous comment. Saying things that reunite people. So Kumbaya would like to have politicians and journalists join us on the broad highway. Third type of righteous speech is to refrain from harsh speech, to be agreeable. It's kind of hard to do that when you're sarcastic. I'm going to have to work on that too. And refrain from idle chatter. That is, we should confine ourselves to talking about the Dhamma and about the discipline. And that's what this month is going to be all about. So thank you for joining us again. We're going to try something new and make the closing a little bit shorter. Please take a look at the description box, and you will find the table of contents for the book Daily Dhamma, A Letter to Our Children. You'll also see playlists for this YouTube broadcast, and you can take a look at what's contained in them. We highly recommend them. If you're of a mind, please like and subscribe to the channel. And if you wouldn't mind dropping by Amazon and picking up a book that's available in Kindle and paperback form. And happy trails to you until we meet again.